I know it's quite overdue. It's nearly the end of March, and I know it's an hour and 20. My apologies, but here we are in the month of February, nearly at the end of March. Time travel's weird, right? Alright, you knuckleheads, you little fun guys. We are in February now, and I'm about to go to Kai's. I just visited my mom's. She's doing fine. She's got a new license plate now, so I gotta memorize that. Apparently, after 10 years, you get a new license plate. That's a new thing. But yeah, gonna try and do a quick shower. But I'm about to head out to Kai's. Probably gonna go to Goodwill and some nearby towns and that, and also the town that he lives in. Probably after socializing and that, because he has family over. But yeah, we can quickly do that and get going. Alright, finished the shower. Just gotta put my sweatshirt on. Maybe grab my leather jacket. Put some shoes on. And grab a couple things and go and head out. Yeah. So I got this leather jacket last month. I don't think I ever wore it. I haven't worn it since I bought it. It was only like a week ago, and it kind of warmed up. But I'm only bringing this because it's supposed to snow tonight, so it might be cold tomorrow morning. But you know, I bought it mainly only because it looks like Wolverine's leather jacket, and I've always wanted one like that. Mainly like the stripes on it. So yeah. But I'm about to head out. Grab my camera, my other camera for other things. Got my bag, and here we go. So we're finally into the second day of February. I don't know why I decided to choose to set it up like this. I'm also realizing that I'm in mostly shadow like that, so maybe we can fit it on this collectible shelf. Oh my god, we could. We did. Alright, so I just wanted to kind of go over some of the plans for February. I wanted to do February as like a no buy. I heard stuff like that where it's like you don't buy anything really. Like obviously you gotta pay rent, gotta pay utilities, gotta buy food and that. But it's like you just like don't do wasteful spending. And I kind of have to tweak that mainly for a couple things. Kai and I usually go out for food when we are together, so I'm trying to only do that as my time getting food. Before I was treating my weekends as like my cheat day, where that's when I get my takeout and that. And also, I'm trying not buy like movies and that. I'm planning on maybe even axing all of my streaming services except Netflix, because that's the one that's got the most video game adaptations for movies and TV shows. So I gotta watch those. I've been trying to find this for so long, seeing if I could find it in the wild. I've had it on Amazon, but I can't really see it. It's the like I know it's the 1997 miniseries of The Odyssey. If you didn't know, Kai and I, we both love Greek mythology, and we were basically both there for the entirety of Epic the Musical. He's been there since, I think, the first saga. I've been there kinda since the first saga. The first saga that I actually listened to fully when it came out, besides listening to the other ones leading up to that one, was the Circe saga. That's when Kai kind of told me about Epic. But this is based off the Odyssey, and that as by the name. So we really want to check it out. We also want to find The Return. I haven't found that in stores. I want to try and not order it off the internet, because I want a slipcover. But if I have to, I'm going to try and find it with a slipcover. Hopefully it has a slipcover, but you know, I'm going to try and hold off on buying it. I think the only other kind of Blu-ray thing that I might buy this month is the JJK Season 2. Mainly because I haven't watched that yet. I've seen a lot of spoilers, so I know what happens in JJK Season 2. But Kai hasn't seen JJK Season 2, and he hasn't been spoiled at all in terms of Season 2 and anything past the manga. And so I wanted to get that, and maybe him, myself, and our friend Kierney, who he watched JJK Season 1 with when that first came out, maybe we can all get together and Kierney can rewatch it. I can watch it for the first time and kind of experience the spoilers that I know about. fold that, or how they play out, and Kai can witness everything up to that point. But obviously that's my plan for the month. I do also plan on doing a. I was talking to my friend Rob, and he suggested that I split up the movie or the video game adaptations into parts. So my plan, if I can do this via this shelf, is we got from here to here is going to be the first section. I do have to find, there's like another movie somewhere here if I remember, but that's the it's going to be the 90s, then I think the 2000s, and then the 2010s up until, so like I think these are the 2010s right here, and then the so far 2020s, and the 2020s and 2010s is where we're gonna see a lot of the TV shows. Specifically, I already have Arcane Season 1 and Last of Us. I don't have to worry about Last of Us on Max because obviously I have it here on 4K, but Arcane Season 2 is on Netflix, so that's why I'm going to probably keep Netflix out of all the streaming services. So yeah. So I might try and start the 90s one, though. I have quite a few ideas for videos for the Mondays for this year. Obviously, video game adaptation talk. I'm thinking of doing... let me just actually bring up the video, my Mondays list. Alright, so my videos for like that stuff is plan on doing a Spider-Man-less Spider-Verse video, so all the Sony Spider-Man movies once Craven comes out. Watching my shitty movie collection. You probably saw the one from that came out, and because I'm currently almost done editing it, but the I Have Beef with Marcus Theater. I don't know. I thought funny thing is it gets the attention of Marcus Theater, and they just go like, "Hey, do you and Kai want to go to the theater?" But that's like, I doubt that would happen. But that'd be the funny reaction. The realistic reaction is that everyone goes, "Yeah, that sucks," and I go, "Yeah, it sucks," and then we just all move on with our lives. I think that's about all the ideas that I have so far. But yeah, so I got those. I think I'm gonna basically now I'm gonna move footage to the computer and then do some finances, and then go to bed because I work tonight. Yeah, so see you guys later. Okay, so I am currently almost done making the Monday's video, the Marcus Beef video. I just gotta get a live action shot of me, or B-roll shot of me for that, and I gotta figure out something here, and then put the outro. But then after that, I just have to edit a thumbnail, or make a thumbnail, and then upload it. So I got that, and then I don't think I'll be doing those today. I think I might export it tomorrow and that. Try and get some of the finance, brush my teeth, wash my face, read some more Mashal, and then go to bed. Yeah, so I got that. And then hopefully I can start working on the next Monday's video, which I want to be... Actually, I shouldn't spoil it in case I don't get that out before I do that, but what I should probably also do is watch some of the 90s, or actually watch some of the Netflix movie or video game adaptations. Besides Arcane, Kai wants to watch Arcane with me, so So yeah, we'll do that. Hopefully I can get that stuff done. But yeah, I'm gonna record those quick so I can get that done. So alright, so it's basically 2 o'clock. I'm gonna read some Mashal. Hopefully be able to brush my teeth and wash my face. Move footage after that. I'm almost done with volume 1. That too, so that's gonna be cool. And might continue MASH. Though I have till volume 3 before I'd have to get a new one. So I think what I might do is I might read MASH all the way up to that. And then I'll find my next book series that I can read up to. Because like I said, I'm trying a no-buy. Though technically, I forgot the Patreon and PlayStation Plus pulled on the first. So technically that happened. But either way, hopefully gonna figure out because my dad and brother technically also we basically kind of like swap streaming services. I pay for some streaming services. My dad has Hulu and Jacob has, I think, a streaming service or two. So I'm gonna see what they're watching on Paramount Max and Disney Plus. I'm gonna probably cancel all those for a while. Keep, like I said, keep Netflix for content creation. I think I'm gonna also figure out what I should watch via other stuff. So like for Netflix, so I can get rid of Netflix. That I could potentially start tomorrow. Also, I think I'm gonna try and get mini Mondays out this week of what I watched in January. But I did realize I don't remember if I said it, but with most of the shows on my Netflix my Netflix list, I'm essentially just gonna watch like the first episode or 2, and then I'm gonna count that as but it's not because like I need to only watch 2 episodes of Dexter and then I'm good. It's more of, I'm gonna see if it hooks me, and if it does and it's got a physical, then I'm gonna find the physical, obviously not this month but later on down the line. So like if I get hooked on Dexter, I'm gonna be like, yes, that's one I'm gonna go get the thing for. And that, or like just to, I guess, show. Yeah, I know I like Lucifer, so I'm gonna try and get all the seasons on Blu-ray. These 2 are Netflix exclusives. Obviously, I already have Supernatural. I have Arcane Season 1, but I need it for Season 2. Dexter has physicals, so I'll see if I like it. Chaos and Squid Games are not. Though I don't know, Squid Games never really kind of clicked with me in terms of like, am I interested in it? So, the main thing is I really liked playing the Roblox game, or game mode. That's about it. That's the most Squid Game action I got. But yeah, so like hopefully get through all the Netflix exclusives, and then if they have physicals and it intrigues me, I'll buy the physical or that. But mainly it's for stuff like video game adaptation. I do want to do an anime live action adaptation.
Video game adaptation. Video game adaptation. Video game adaptation.
Video game adaptation, but there's a physical of it, so I might get that. Video game adaptation, but there's physicals. Anime adaptation.
Video game adaptation.
Video game adaptation. So you kind of get it now. So I'm hoping to just fly through all the video game adaptations as fast as possible and figure out what has physicals, and I could buy one-time purchase, and if I don't like it, I'll sell it or find someone who's interested in it or that. But yeah, I'm gonna go fill up my Wawa, hopefully brush my teeth, wash my face, move footage, and then figure out what I might watch tomorrow and go to bed. So I moved footage into Premiere Pro for the January vlog, and the video is now up for the review or the reaction of the Jurassic Park trailer. I'm gonna go to bed instead. I mean, I still should probably unload all the footage on here, but I'm just kind of tired. I want to get some sleep in that, so I'm going to do that. So hopefully see you tonight, and let's hope that I can get to work tonight because of this icy rain that's coming. So fingers crossed. So we stay at home. Michael, who I mentioned before on the channel, he attempted it. My car was completely covered in ice, and our driveway is slippery. And usually, if our driveway is slippery, even though they dumped a fuck ton of salt on it, we assume that the roads are going to be not ideal. And Michael ended up actually proving it by attempting to go out, and then when he was about 5 minutes outside town, he decided to turn back because he could barely turn. I think he at one point told me he thought he was going to get into a car accident because of how much he was slipping on the road. So he turned back. We all called in. But I'm gonna make coffee. I'm gonna continue working on the January video. I'm only the third clip in, and it's over 3. And unedited, it's 5 minutes and 17 seconds. And what I'm up to in the edit is 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and we have a whole month to get through. So the room is very bright, so you know what that means. Gonna record a video. I'm recording a Monday's video called Movie Collecting, which should be out the whatever Monday is after next, the 17th, and that, so after Valentine's Day. It's not gonna be a Valentine's Day special, so I'm gonna try and get most of the recording done before I call Kai in about 25 minutes. So I'm gonna go. So I cut it close with the recording time because I forgot to set up some bits, which you'll see in it, which is like stack of movies and that. But it took me 10 minutes to record most of the live action footage. I'm gonna get that moved over. I'm gonna get that I'm gonna start editing that, and then I'll call Kai hopefully in 15 minutes. I do also have to record the voiceover too, so I gotta do that as well. Another thing that kind of sucks with wanting to, because I do want to put more production quality into my videos and that, but the main thing that sucks is the mess then, because I currently have like some movies there, laptop, table, light that I have to tear down today once I'm done. So that's the whole point of making videos, and I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't like it. The dream would be to have like my own little area to film that's not my bedroom. Or hell, the dream would be to have the collectibles in their own room, an office to record in, and then my movies are out in the living room like a normal person. And by normal I mean the movie part. Obviously normal people collect, but they don't collect the shit that I collect. My god. Anyways, I'm going to now record the voiceover, which I end up just holding the mic for the voiceovers, but I'm gonna do that. Alright, now the voiceover's over. I'm just waiting for the footage to move from the SD card to the computer, and in 3 minutes I gotta call Kai. I'm gonna call Kai, so I might run down and get a snack or something, or even just get like a cup of milk. Yes, I just drink milk. This was coffee though, so I'm not sure yet. Maybe there's a soda in the cupboard. I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and get those. I better hurry before I run out of time. Before I call Kai late. So just got done on the phone with Kai. Hair's kind of fucked as well. Maybe I'll shower later. Called him right at 7. He picked up at 7:01. Because I guess I called right before it turned 7:01. This is my breakfast essential. I hadn't had one today yet for this. I gotta catch up on Sophie's. She sent one of my friends, Sophie, who I talked about in the Blu-ray collection video when I was talking about Dragon War, D-War. We've been sending each other Facebook Reels because we're old. But anyways, almost done doing like the first rough edit of movie collecting. Don't know what I'm gonna do next. I might also, because I talk about in this that I'm planning on getting rid of not my 4Ks. I don't want to worry you guys. I'm gonna get rid of my streaming services to save money because I have like quite a bit. And gonna be honest, don't really watch most of the streaming services. So I'm probably gonna make a list. This is why I feel like I'm autistic. I always make lists of shit. Hear that? Not saying that's what every autistic does, but that's just my thing. That's my shtick. But I'm gonna make like a list of everything on my streaming services that have physical releases and everything that is streaming exclusive. Like I can only watch it on the streaming service. And that, similar to how I currently made a list that's about 2 pages long of no money video ideas, cheap video ideas, and expensive video ideas. If you're wondering, one of the expensive video ideas is a supernatural inspired trunk. Obviously that probably won't be happening anytime soon. But yeah. So I'm gonna probably finish the rough edit of the movie collecting video, and then I'm going to probably start going through all my streaming services to figure out which is which for physicals and that. I know some of them off the top of my head that are both streaming and physical. They're like streaming exclusive, like Lucifer, Dexter, and that, but you know, I'm gonna go through. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish that. Let you guys know about my list later. So I was gonna eat and then like make like SpaghettiOs or mac and cheese, and then potentially watch the new Taylor Tomlinson special that came out like a month ago or that. I then forgot that I still have all the movies to put away. I had to clean up the thing, like I put that away. I gotta put the laptop on the charger, so I gotta do that. And then maybe I'll clean, or I'll see what time it is. I'll probably still eat because I am getting hungry. But I did go through at least my Netflix and my Max, and I sorted out which ones have physical releases, and which ones are exclusive to the streaming services. And the annoying thing is how some of them have releases and some of them are exclusive at the same time. Stranger Things is probably the biggest one, you know. There's 2 seasons of Stranger Things out. The other 3 are going to be stuck on Netflix. I say 3 because I'm 90% sure that Stranger Things season 5 is going to get its trailer this year. But I'm going to put the movies on the shelf and then make some mac and cheese and then eat, and then hopefully I should probably shower and then eat, make mac and cheese, and then figure out what I gotta do. So, alright, I finished my shower. My hair's probably gonna look like shit when I wake up in the morning, but that's what beanies are for. It's 11:02, and I'm going to it's 11:02, and I'm gonna go make some mac and cheese. I think I'm gonna make the mac and cheese. The only thing though is that I'm gonna make it with the kettle to boil the water, and then put the boiling water in the pot, because Josh found out, funny enough, if we just put water in the pot and put it on our stove, it takes God knows how long to actually boil. I was once sitting there for like 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, it was just starting to bubble at the bottom or that. I don't know what was going on, but Josh found out. Put the pot on the stove at the heat you want, and then you start the kettle to boil, and then when that's done, you pour it in. It goes a lot faster. So I'm going to use that method to make mac and cheese. I'm going to come up here, eat it, watch some Netflix, knock off some of my Netflix stuff. Probably going to just watch the Taylor Tomlinson special and then go to bed. Or I should say, and then brush my teeth, move footage, do finances, read another chapter of Mashal, because I don't know if I said it, I'm on volume 2 now. So we've started 2 books this year and finished 1 for the 10-book goal. 1 more volume to go before I have to move on to another series, because I don't have volume 4 I have 1, 2, 3, 9, and 10. So I'm probably gonna move on to JJK maybe? Either JJK or something, I don't know. I do also have like all the Persona 4 books I gotta read. Well, I was buying those as I go. You have all the I do have basically every Persona 5 manga till the most recent one that I think came out. So I don't know. Maybe Chainsaw Man. I only have 3 volumes of Chainsaw Man, but that's future me to figure out. Future me after volume 3. Okay, sorry, I was checking my phone. I'm gonna go make my mac and cheese. Alright, got my mac and cheese, got Taylor Tomlinson on. Let's get this going, bitch! Alright, finished Taylor Tomlinson. My hair is doing something, but I don't mind it. It was a pretty good special. Gonna move this footage, gonna do my finances, and then I'm gonna brush my teeth and go to bed! So yeah. I also have a plan for the January thing, because obviously I got plugging away at videos for this month. Like I got finished movie collecting and that. But I also plan, if I want to get the January thing out as fast as possible, so I'm going to probably, when I get home tomorrow, I'm doing laundry, plug away at that, and once I move my laundry to the dryer, plug away at the movie collecting video, and then I'm going to potentially get some sleep before I go to Kai's. I'm planning on going to Kai's tomorrow, or I'm going to figure it out, either plan for tomorrow or Saturday. Mainly because I do plan on, I've been planning on trying to hit up my friend Brandon, who I haven't played video games with in months. And like a month or so ago, he was like, hey, been a while, you up for games and that? So I want to hopefully do that this weekend. Also, I need to confront him. Yeah, Brandon, I saw you playing Phasmophobia. But yeah, so anyways, gonna get around to this, so bye. So I got done on the phone with Kai, just waiting for the laundry to get done. Currently recording clips for the movie collecting video. Obviously, as you can see there, I do have Cat Icarus playing, and that. And then probably gonna do some stuff like chilling and all that. Maybe watch some Netflix, or I do want to get rid of Disney Plus. I might finally watch Clone Wars Season 7. It's the only season I haven't seen. I have Disney Plus when it first came out. But yeah. So I'm going to continue plugging away at footage for movie collecting. So yeah. Just got back upstairs from filming a clip of the Last Airbender DVD in the dishwasher. You'll probably understand by now. I used the camera that I used for this because it autofocuses in that. Markiplier posted a video on Instagram, okay. But I'm gonna keep plugging away at my video, and I'm gonna also get in contact with Brandon, see if he's doing anything tonight and that. So I gotta stop recording because the video is on this camera. So it's 2:41 in the morning. I just basically got out of bed. I woke up at about like 1:50, I think. Kinda late there. Make some coffee and make some cereal. Peaches is looking good. Ow. I'm just trying to get her to stop licking something. She's stabbed. Those Peaches, by the way. So, I'm almost done with the movie collecting video. I just have to film a few more shots. I was setting up the light, because a lot of the shots, there's too many, but by now, some of them are like a little dark. They're not too dark. You can't really tell on the screen though. I don't know why you can't tell on the screen, but it is quite dark compared to my A-roll, as you can see. In my A-roll might actually be out of or overexposed. I don't know, but like some of the shots, I think you can tell that I filmed during nighttime and daytime. these shots are pretty dark. There's a shot that I really like that I did, where this one, I really like the look of it. I might do this for
My last 4
shots.
like
This at least gives like a horror vibe, and I kind of like that vibe because it is quite dark over that on that shelf. But yeah, but I'm gonna eat. I made a toasted peanut butter jelly sandwich, which is essentially just a peanut butter jelly sandwich with the bread in the toaster, because I am an excellent chef. But I'm gonna watch. I do have The Hilarious World of Chad Icarus out of context, but I might watch Scott the Waz's Wii U Downfall of a Downfall Part 2 while I eat this, and then I'm gonna finish up the video. Also, my hair is doing things, and part of me likes it, and part of me thinks it's dumb. There's a shot. Hang on, let me show you the shot where I thought it kind of looks cool. Or at least it looks more like a cartoon. Look at that. Like, this shot makes me go like, yeah, my hair looks good.
Honestly, it's more of
like, it looks like a cartoon. I kind of like that vibe. But then you look at me now, and it's like, yeah, no, that vibe's gone. I don't know what happened to that vibe. This is what beanies are made for, people. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Alright, so I filmed the last clip for the movie collecting video. I'm about to get ready to hop in the shower to I gotta dismantle some lights, pack, shower, head out.
Are you gonna get the shrimp? Oh no, they ran away. Here, hold on. I'll turn it to where they normally hide.
Kai got shrimp.
There's some shrimp right there. There's one right there. There's also like the exoskeleton somewhere in there because one of them shed. There's some over here. There's some like right there. And there. And I think right there, that's the exoskeleton. It's kind of, settled right there. Oh, there's one right up front and center as well. You see one there. Right there. And there's one right over here. Right there.
Kai got shrimp. And I'm introducing him to Scott the Waz. See, I told ya.
Problem is, I think they laid it on too thick.
So it is the 9th. I got reminded about on Snapchat that a year ago, Kai and I went to Culver's, near where we work. I had like a hair in my mouth. But we went to a Culver's near where we worked. I think it was on one of his days off. Do that? Or no, I think we both were supposed to go into work that day. And he ended up calling in, I'm pretty sure. And I definitely called in that day because that was when the county that I live in, we got hit with the worst February tornado in Wisconsin's history. I witnessed it. It was like in my room. It'd be along this wall, but that way, about like 3 miles away, I watched a funnel cloud start going down and go back up. And then I was out there with my dad because he came back in, and or he came back out because we're Wisconsinites. You tell us there's a tornado, we stand on the porch to see if it's coming at us before we run down the stairs. We were yelling to the neighbor next door because the wind was that bad, and this was right before all the power went out. But it was my dad just goes, "Wait, look at that! Look at that! Look at that!" And we look, and we can't see anything. But when the lightning crashed, we would see this thin, light gray tornado that was like moving as if like it was going like around the town. Unfortunately, there was like people that lived behind us. A few miles down the road, where the tornado ripped their houses apart, and there was like cows or that somewhere else that like half the herd got killed or that. But it was a horrifying. But yeah, that was a year ago today. Or at least yesterday. So that was interesting. But I'm gonna move footage. Do some finances. Got my taxes back. At least like some of the taxes. I'm gonna move some of that into my savings. And then I'm gonna read another chapter in Mashal. Finish this Scott the Woz video. And then go to bed. And hopefully after work tomorrow I can finish the movie collecting video. Oh my god, this is not good lighting. There we go. Have my bed heating up because I have the heated blanket underneath. Kind of see it there. Just uploaded the movie collecting video. Debating on debating on working on the January vlog. Though with some inclement weather coming, I might be working on that tomorrow night, which would suck. Gonna probably do a few things on the computer though, like finances, uploading footage, and then probably gonna chill in my bed. Could probably figure out the next Netflix thing to watch. I keep forgetting if I'm logged into Netflix on my phone. But yeah, so I'm gonna do those things, and then I'm gonna probably go to bed. Another day, another snow day. Well, another snow day, another boring. Look at. I don't know how well. Actually, let me barely see our driveway in that. I can't even see our driveway actually. I'm gonna do some stuff tonight. Work on some scripts. I'm gonna clean up my room because Kaya is planned. Because it's supposed to be all snowy and shit this weekend. Our plan is going to be to basically staying in for our Valentine's. Probably gonna be doing stuff like watching some movies and chilling in bed and stuff like that, and playing some Minecraft. Yeah, so I'm gonna clean my room, make sure I can have company over. I just woke up. I'm gonna eat probably later on, then go downstairs, or probably after I'm done eating. I'll make some coffee, work on a few things for YouTube, and then clean. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I know the angle hasn't changed much, because I just basically sat back down and just made some coffee, but I just realized I still have to get the January journal out, so I'm probably going to finish that. I also finished the next Monday's video. I'm going to keep it secret, but one of the props is this. Obviously there wasn't an actual physical, as you could clearly tell. I don't know why it always prints it slightly smaller, and I use a template that's supposed to be slightly bigger. So I recorded a little ending bit for the January vlog. I'm splitting it up into two parts because I'm currently still editing January 15th in it, but it's at 52 minutes, and I already know this whole thing is just for me. It's I don't think you guys are gonna be watching the whole thing or that. So if you do, I appreciate it, but because it's mainly for me, I don't want to put out a hour-and-a-half video of me essentially most shots just me laying in my bed like, yeah, so I watched this movie. It was pretty cool. It was pretty good. Yeah, I was watching YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to Kai's. I don't want that to be an hour and a half. And that is kind of a boring start to my year. Not gonna lie, but you know, hopefully gonna do some stuff and some things happen this year. But yeah, I'm gonna finish the 15th. I just have 2 more clips to add to the 15th that aren't that long. It's about 4 minutes combined. I'll hopefully be able to get this uploaded and out for tomorrow, and then I can start working. I forgot I was gonna clean a shelf off in the pantry, which is important because all my stuff that I have in the pantry is like at the very edge of one shelf, and we're kind of gonna do a thing where it's like Josh has one shelf, Liam has a shelf, and I have a shelf. And because I don't have that much in the pantry, I'm taking the bottom shelf that has the griddle that I got as a housewarming gift for my dad, and then some like plastic bags in that, and use that as my shelf. I'm gonna probably work on the shelf after or while this is uploading to YouTube, and then I'm gonna come up here, clean off some stuff in that, pack away some stuff, and make sure my room is ready for guests. And by guests, I mean Kai. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. January journal part 1 is finished editing. About to export it right now. It's got quite a bit, so I think I'm gonna just go downstairs now. I'm gonna grab a soda. I bought a 24 pack of Mountain Dew, 0 sugar there, so we'll do that. I'm gonna put a sweatshirt on. Gonna reorganize my stuff in the pantry. Look at it out there. So cold. So white. Too white. I got my stuff off of Liam's shelf. Actually, I had quite a bit more than I thought, but it's not too much because it'll fit there. That's where I'm gonna put it. Ignore the plunger. There was a time where our sink stopped and we had to, you know, we got plungers specifically for the sink. We don't use it for anything else. Yeah, quite a bit than I expected. This is all my stuff. Funny enough, I did find some expired stuff, and there's some here there's 2 things here that's expired that I know is expired, but I don't really care because it's more for filmmaking. And it's this thick powder, or this thickening powder that's kind of Walgreens' brand for Thicket, and this Tropical Punch, only because I use that for fake blood that I can actually put in my mouth. I'm not like actually drinking. Originally I bought that for a Morbius video where I'm like squeezing down blood bags and that, but I never got to it. So I might figure out something else. I think also these vitamins are way out of expiration. I'm just gonna look into if you have to properly dispose of them. Fog. Leave my shelf alone, Fog. I also have this box from work. My dad bought me a bunch of Dinty Moore one day, and I asked him for some. And he just grabbed the box and that. But I keep it because I can stack the Dinty Moore on it. I might get some more Dinty Moore to fill it. I gotta get more of my breakfast essentials. But I'm gonna put it now in the shelf after I wipe down the shelf. So, well, I got most of that cleaned up, or that I at least put back on the shelf. I got my stuff on the shelf. I'd show you, but I'm probably gonna go through it again in the morning to make more space, because I'm planning on putting Kai's stuff, like some foods that he can have that don't need to be refrigerated, on my shelf as well. It's nice to have my own shelf now, even though I still share it with like appliances and that, but I don't mind. So I'm waiting for Jacob to message me because I'm gonna try the whip out the Blue Yeti again. Because if you didn't know, I have a Audio-Technica mic right here. But the thing though is that whenever I use it, it had like all this crackling and shit. And I think it's mainly because I'm still using the XLR cables that I used for this mic. And if you don't remember this mic, this was my mic that I bought off of wish.com. And I had people actually like even like compliment it, going like, wow, how much did you spend on that? I'd be like, $20. And they're like, no fucking way. I went, you want me to piss you off more? And they go, try. I go, it's from Wish. I do want to point out, it's if you notice, I've been pulling a Scott the Waz in for some shots, and by shots I mean like I guess technically funny enough, I'm listening to Scott the Waz, but how the movie collecting video was shot, mainly because I needed the desk for a background, or for the background shot of all the movies. So I'm like, yeah, I should cut back on my visits. But the main thing that I was taking from is using carpet, because it's so convenient to where I'm like, oh, I need some shots of movies. Grab the movies, aim the camera at the carpet, film. So I can see why Scott the Waz uses the carpet. So you know how I planned on cleaning my room? I ended up setting up the green screen because I needed it. And oh my god. I'm gonna get a few more shots, hopefully. I'm gonna film, or I'm gonna clean up my room. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be going to bed late. But whatever. I showered. Hair's still kind of wet. Redoing or packing up some stuff. I got this cleared off. These are all for Kai. These are receipts. Because Kai does this like scanning thing where he scans his receipts. He scans receipts for points. So I put them there. Alright, so I have like a bunch of them, but most of those are probably expired or they're all expired. But I moved my Disney Infinity there. Got these games out. Got put a couple games back. I'm going to be playing a game there that's usually on the set, which I'll show you later. Got all of these packed away. And I got Ahsoka packed up. Just got to get to Rey's box. Padme's box and the Angel boxes, and I'm thinking I'm putting DVDs here because I got some of the VHSs out of there. So up there was the YouTuber merch shelf. Now I'm gonna pack those away. I'm gonna buy some more totes unless my dad has totes, but currently filling up these Doc Martin boxes. That one's full. Try getting that one, but we got the A's to the start of the M's, and then I just have this Willow series prop that I made for a video there. I'm currently filming for that video, like B-roll of that. Now I just gotta get the rest of these out. I'm gonna be putting totes here for storage. I don't know what else. Well, these shelves are getting packed up. I might do something with this shelf and down there with that shelf, but I'm hoping to get something like maybe manga, DVDs, and the rest of those Blu-rays packed up, and then we got, you know, these. But yeah, so hopefully I can get those packed up. It is sad because it, you know, I like to display them, but you know, you need room for stuff, and dream would be to have my own house, but with this economy, I gotta get rich and famous. So blow up the channel. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep plugging away because I'm still waiting for my clothes to dry. We still got 50 minutes basically, and I'm gonna keep listening to Scott the Woz talk about the Switch 5 years in. I might change to a different one because I don't want to spend the whole time listening to him talk about the Switch. I might listen to that at work instead. Alright, so I got all that packed up. Now you may be wondering why I packed up the YouTube shelf, because, you know, I don't need that, or the YouTuber merch shelf, I don't need that displayed, so I packed it up. Plus then I have my VHSs more out in the open, so not only I can see them, but in videos you guys can see them in that. I did get all the DVDs up. I can show you those after I say. You might be wondering why I packed up the sideshows and Hot Toys and that. Mainly because I would prefer them to be in glass cases. Dusting them, I keep forgetting to dust them and that, so glass cases would help me keep them dust free and that. But let me show you the shelves, and then I'm gonna probably just go to bed. So up here, actually let me grab a, can I even reach? Okay, I was able to reach it, as you can see. Alright, so we got my VHSs here with the Willow prop. Then this hasn't really changed, except I put the Race Against Time 3D print there. Kept Kai's rock out that he got me at the Bristol Ren Fair last year, and that. And then we have these, which is the rest of the VHSs that have those, and or that have like the cardboard sleeves. And then we got all my DVDs. We have all the DVD Star Wars that I have at the moment. And then we have regular like movies and that, and then, you know, books and all that. I still gotta do the book stuff. Over here, DVD TV shows until I can upgrade them. Though I'm pretty sure these and this don't have Blu-rays, but these and these do. Even though I have all David Tennant Blu-ray, I can't find my Christopher Eccleston set. But then we have TV shows, which I'll just go over quick. Angel, Ben 10, Doctor Who, Dragon Ball. I just do the Dragon Ball 7 fights here, and Lucifer. And then we have the continuation of all the of all the regular movie DVDs, and then these 3 here. Technically, I do have those that I gotta work in, and then just the newest acquisition that Kai and I watched last weekend. After I get Kai, I'm gonna find out from my dad if he's got any tubs. Otherwise, I'm gonna probably buy a few more, maybe 3 this time, depending on how much they are. And then I'm going to pack up that stuff when Kai gets here, and then I'll move those 2 tubs and then pack them, and then put other stuff. And then I can set up my PS4. Do a little bit more cleaning, and then then I'm going to probably buy him Phasmophobia so that we can play that, and also play Minecraft and stuff. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that little update. I'm gonna read Mashal and go to bed. So it has been quite a while. Probably a few days. It's the 18th now. Working on some things, putting some clothes away. May have broke my no buy rule, but the things I bought recently, I can kind of justify. Well, one thing I can't justify, which is this date book for Kai and I. We struggle with dates and that, and by struggle I mean neither of us are like, let's do this. So we got that. But then I also got this. So stand. It's pretty cool. You can see me. I went from where is it? I went from this little cheap wireless charger to that. I usually also charge my phone next to my bed, but now I'm making myself get up to turn it off, so maybe I can actually get up on time. Listen to Matt Diavello as well. Currently listening to his personal finance playlist. And what is that? Where's the other thing? Oh, here's got this light that specifically said it's for TikTok, but I'm gonna use it for helping light up my face. I'm currently packing up stuff. Got most of my manga here, the ones that I kind of care about and kind of need, like dinosaur manga. Currently reading the 3rd volume of Mashal. Probably gonna continue JJK somewhere, or maybe come up here for that. I don't know. The manga that I'm packing away for now is gonna be these, which are just almost entirely volume 1s of different series. So we got Mando Volume 1, Mandalorian the Manga Volume 1, Nightmare Before Christmas manga adaptation, PhD Fantasy Degree Volume 1, which I think is actually a manhwa, Devil's a Part-Timer Volume 1, Elden Ring Volume 1, Scott Pilgrim Volume 1 and 2, Angel Beats Heaven's Door Volume 1, and My Girlfriend is a T-Rex Volume 1. I'm going to pack those away. Going to also pack away these figs here. Not this set. This set is probably going to be one of the last things to pack. Probably if I was to move, like, the day before this whole shelf gets moved. So, like, everything else on the shelf will get packed away. But I'm going to put some clothes away, clean up a little bit, read some Mashal, go to bed, get ready for work at night. So I kind of realized that I'm messing up for the February vlog. I do have to still get the rest of January's vlog out, but currently working on the script. The next video I need to also make the thumbnail for, but I'm also AFK on Kai and I's world for that we made this Valentine's Day. I'm AFK on Minecraft, writing a script for the Oscars, for this year's Oscars. I plan on also doing a video sometime soon on the 25th Academy Awards, which was the first Academy Awards to be aired on television. But I also wanted to start covering like the Oscars of the modern day, so like this year's Oscars, which it's kind of hard because in my script I have to put but the winner is to be announced or to be determined, because I don't know the winners yet. The Oscars haven't happened yet. So my Oscars video will probably come out the Monday after the Oscars in March, because the Oscars is the 2nd of March this year. So obviously I'm not going to have a video out by the 3rd. It'll probably be the 10th for March. Or the 10th of March. That's what I'm assuming, I'm hoping for. I should probably make the thumbnail. I'm kind of also currently pulling out movies that have Oscar nominations. So one of them is Nosferatu. I'm going to try and watch a couple of them this coming week before the Oscars. Oh, I should show you guys some of the things I got today. I got Nosferatu earlier this week, along with a vinyl. I got the Billie Eilish When We All Fall Asleep Where Do We Go vinyl. I've had the CD since it came out. So, it's probably my favorite album of hers that I've listened to fully. But what I got, which would be yesterday, I got a lot of VHSs, funny enough. One VHS I got is a new copy of Lost World with the lenticular, which I just found out at the store that you can remove the lenticular. I was wondering what happened, because I remember when my original copy, which I'll show off, had the lenticular, but then it didn't anymore. And the reason it doesn't... I thought it was worse. I thought it was the top half. But my dog Misty, rest in peace, she's actually looking down on us right there next to Boulder. It was kind of dark. My apologies. But she chewed up this, and I'm guessing she somehow must have got the lenticular out and chewed up that. But now my copies of Jurassic Park, from my childhood, can just sit on the shelf here. Safe. You can't really see. Let me grab If you're wondering where I get my light, I just grab one of the Black Series lights here. One of the puck lights. And now all my childhood Jurassic Parks can just sit here along with other copies of that. I might do a video on all my Jurassic Park physical media. I also got this. I still have to take the price tag off for $5, but it's a widescreen edition. I've never seen the widescreen edition VHS. I didn't know this existed. It's got a cool border in that compared to the regular, but it's on here. I'm kind of procrastinating stuff. I'm also working on, I'm doing some laundry, which is, one load will be done in a half hour. Lost World, covered that, VHS of that, and then also at Half Price Books I got Top Gun on VHS, which I can actually mark off on my VHS list, if I can find that. Yeah, I'm procrastinating. It's been a long time since I filmed something, because I've just been busy with other stuff. This has been a busy couple weeks, technically. But then Blu-rays, you're going to find it weird. I like slipcovers, thanks to Michael. Michael's got me into slipcovers. He actually ended up apologizing. He's like, I'm sorry I got you guys into slipcovers. And I was like, hey man, they look better than having your movies with some slips and some without. I have a shelf finally that's got all slipcovers on it. I think it's my John Wick through Pirates shelf, and that looks great with all the slips. So I decided I was gonna try and swap out movies, have slip that if I find it with a slip, I will. In one of those movies, it's one I'm not a big fan of. I'm a fan of the first movie, not the second, which kind of I think ended that franchise, but is Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. It had a slip, so I bought it. I have yet to find Percy Jackson Olympian's Lightning Thief with a slip. This is a start. And I can swap it out with this copy, which doesn't have a slip. I'm going to probably put it in the downstairs in my movie section, because that's where I put my upgrades and that. So put this there, and most likely gonna slip it in with Kai, or at Kai's, because I got him the first movie one day, and he doesn't like the first movie. He's never seen it yet. It's something that Kieran and I have to tie him up to a chair and do the the eye thing and make sure he's watching that movie, which will probably be when we watch. There's another thing that him, Keenan, and I were gonna watch together. I think maybe the second season of JJK when I find it on physical. But I'm going to continue pulling out movies that are technically for it. I found out, funny enough, I've only watched one movie so far that's been nominated for an Oscar, and that was Wallace and Gromit last month. I watched that. I'm also going to throw in Dune, because Dune Part 2 is nominated, but I'm going to try and watch Dune. So I've started editing Part 2. Hopefully I can finish it, get a good chunk of it done today, but I record after 1. I did sleep quite a bit this morning, so I'm worried about not being able to fall asleep, but I did plan on my to-do list. I wanted to film my Jurassic Park physical media collection, because I got quite a bit of the movies, and by physical media I mean like just the movies, not collectibles or stuff. I might throw in like little like other things, because I got like 3 other things. It's like they're not movies, but well, one's technically a movie, but they're not movies, but they're also like still like physical media. So I'm gonna throw those in and talk about like some of them that I've been looking for that I hope to find someday. But I'll probably just be filming it from like this angle so that the shelf is in the shot, because you can actually see most of my physicals here. But that should be on the channel, and that'll be on the channel in March at some point. I don't know. It'll probably be out before this. Yeah, I'm gonna move this camera onto there. I'm gonna also film an intro for the January vlog. There's January part 2. So yeah. Alright, just finished the Jurassic Park video in terms of recording. Just shut the lamp off and then I'll turn on the... Gonna do some more editing on the journal and then call it a night, I guess, after I do some finances and moving footage and all that. So I did get a good chunk of the January vlog part 2 edited. We have up to the 24th. I'm going to be starting the 24th, and it's already 20 minutes. But I'm not going to cut it into a third one, or into 3 parts. So hopefully the rest of these go by quick. They're only a few seconds. Well, there's one that's 5 minutes. There's 6 minutes. But I gotta learn to just not ramble. But again, these are for me to potentially look back on. But I'm going to I'm going to finish or do some finances and that, and then go to bed after I move this one clip over. Okay, so I do plan at some point to make a video still in the same vein as like my streaming versus physical media and that is about physical streaming exclusives. And I wanted to have a lot of examples of physical streaming exclusives. I mean, I already have I have 8 already, but I wanted to have like a lot more and like talk about like different ones. So we have a package specifically for, or to finish, which I made a joke in my streaming thing. This came all the way from California, Los Angeles to be exact. Oh, it's sealed. Oh, I don't know if I want to open it. But it is, I guess, a sealed copy of Stranger Things Season 2. Blu-ray though, not 4K. Michael sent me a link to the 4Ks, and it's $120 for both. I got this for $31, and I've had Season 1 for years. So now I have both. This is gonna go on the shelf. This is gonna knock a lot of Blu-rays off of shelves in terms of how many I'll have to move. But yeah, got the Season 2. I'm gonna have to ask Michael if I should open this. But yeah, I'm also almost done editing the part 2 right before I have to edit part 1. But I do gotta make I'm planning on making or starting the February journal project at least. But I'm gonna put this on the shelf now after I ask Michael. Okay, so I'm about to hit the export button on the January vlog part 2. Actually, I just hit the button. So while that's encoding, I'm going to finish moving the stuff. So there it is, season 2 next to season 1. I'm wondering too if season 1. Okay, they kind of don't match, but also season 2 kind of looks like a clamshell compared to season 1. So, you know, you may be wondering, have I watched Stranger Things? I watched all of episode 1 and half of episode 2, but Michael says that I haven't watched episode 2 because I was actually listening to it, but I count it as kind of watching it, because I'm gonna be real, that first episode of Stranger Things and that first half of Stranger Things 2, normal 80s rural area, so there wasn't like that much interesting cinematography, scenery going on, if you know what I mean, that like captivates the eyes. So there's that, but I'm gonna do that quick, and then I'm gonna make a sandwich for tonight for work, and I'm going to try and get some sleep and that, and maybe I might give myself an easier time and make the thumbnail. I already have the photos for thumbnail part 2, and that I thought that was weird that I was getting a call from the dentist a week before my dentist appointment. I actually have it now tomorrow, because there's like scheduling stuff. I'm not gonna get into it. So instead of next Tuesday, that it's tomorrow at 8 a.m. So we might be going on a trip. Okay, so I started with 3 Blu-rays. I had to move each shelf, and by this shelf, I don't even know if it's in frame, it turned to 1, because the 2018 Grinch movie is just that thick. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna now go make my sandwich and then probably brush my teeth and wash my face. So while making my sandwich, I actually got hungry, so I made myself a sandwich. I'm gonna have my water though instead of a Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Not sponsored, but anyways, I'm gonna eat this sandwich, and I'm gonna make a thumbnail, and then I'm gonna probably brush my teeth, wash my face, and then go to bed. Oh, I gotta read Mashal. I'm almost done with the 4th book, or 3rd book. Your 3rd volume, and then I gotta find something else. So, yeah. I literally forgot to even say, I watched the short film, The Only Girl in the Orchestra, and it was actually pretty good. It was actually quite an interesting thing of learning Oren O'Brien and that. So it was pretty good, and I do hope actually that it kind of wins its award. Though Letterboxd said it was from 2023. So I'm wondering if that was like, or if it just, I don't get the Oscars sometimes. I think it was pouring rain when Jacob and I left the store, and I think something I might got some, I don't know. I'm uploading the January journal part 2, debating on whether to start editing the February one. I had Billiam on, but the reason why I'm debating the thing is I paused Billiam because Flow, the animated movie about a cat, with I think almost no, or I don't think any dialogue whatsoever, is only an hour and a half. So I might watch that. Also, I don't know where to watch the Oscars, so that's gonna be my first problem to figure out is where the fuck am I watching where do I watch the Oscars, and how am I gonna watch it, and when do I watch it? I don't know if I'm gonna watch the whole thing. I think the main way that I'm gonna get all the stuff is just gonna be Googling the winners of all the categories that I have, which is every category that's on the website. But like the main ones that I actually am gonna be talking about, like actually giving like little blips of. Tomorrow I think I'm going to clean and work on my room before Friday, because Friday is Kai's coming over, so there's that too. Oh, I also went to the dentist. I forgot the cameras, but I wasn't even gonna bring the camera into the dentist office anyways. But pretty good. My teeth are alright. I just have some like decalcification. I don't know how well it's picked up on the camera, but at the gum line, because I rarely floss. I'm gonna try and make it that a habit again. I'm gonna try and make it a habit to floss. So I decided to, instead of watch Flow, I was playing Flow Free, which is like a little like puzzle game on my phone that I've had since high school. But I'm going to actually do the cleaning today, because I don't really have anything to work on in terms of videos. My next one's going to be on the Oscars, so or this year's Oscars, so I gotta wait for Sunday to even think about filming. I'm toying with an idea for like how they go like, and the winner of Best Picture is Nosferatu. So I don't know if Nosferatu won yet. I just saw it on the TV stand. Then tomorrow I can spend it in a phone call with Kai. But yeah, I should probably get to cleaning and that. And then go to bed. I finished Mashal Volume 3, so that means I gotta find something else because I don't have Volume 4. And I'm hoping to get through most of my manga collection ASAP. The manga that I would like to continue, but I can't. Dinosaur Sanctuary. It was a really good read. It's like a slice of life working at a dinosaur park in Japan. And this park had like an incident, which I'm assuming is like a kid got eaten or something. I don't know yet, but I haven't found Volume 3. I found Volume 4, but I didn't buy it. Or I haven't bought it. I might buy Volume 3 off Amazon if I have to. Oh, and the January vlog, it should be up now. Or the full January vlog. I was busy in these past 2 months with videos. This is, I think, the most active my channel's been. But I'm gonna start cleaning. Oh, why did I turn it off? Fuck. I gotta stop talking to you. So I kind of passed out for a bit when I got home. I charged my DS. I don't know what game I want to play on it. I'm about to go make my lunch for tonight. Last day of work this week before the weekend, and Kai is going to come over this weekend. But you guys probably, well, you might see the last day, because I think he's coming over tomorrow, which is the last day of the month. I'm going to make my lunch. I'm probably going to make a sandwich as well for me, and then I might, depending on how I feel, watch Flow. I meant to watch, like, a lot of movies, but then I passed out after my call with Kai. So I'm going to probably watch some stuff at my computer while I play some Minecraft to get some of it done. So I'm about to go to bed. It's really late, but I did pass out for about like 2 hours before or earlier, so And by really late, I mean for me it's 4:04, so I gotta be up. I usually have my first alarm wake me up at 8, but this past week I've been having a hard time getting out of bed until after 9. I've realized that 2 things. Number 1, I finished Mashal Volume 3, so I'm done with Mashal. Right. I can't remember if I already said this in the vlog, but I needed to pick out the next book, so I decided, I have a stack of books here. I guess Soul Eater's there, but I was planning on packing those away because they're all just volume 1s. Or that, or just standalones. One of them I've already put in my closet for when I do pack up, like, books. I was also thinking of packing up Mashal because I don't have the other volumes yet, so I can't read volume 9 and 10. But okay, I'm digressing or going on a tangent. But one of the books that up there was the manga version of The Mandalorian. I think this is just episode 1 of Mando, if I'm not mistaken. I just gotta go look up. The main thing I know of episode 1 is the shot of him putting his hand out to Grogu, and that's the final panel. So this is just episode 1. I don't know if there's other volumes of Mando, but I'm gonna read the first episode, which is funny because a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be reading the first episode of Mando. I'm almost done with season 1 of Mashal. I've seen both season 1 and 2 of Mashal, but I watched JJK through the Curse Clash story mode. Essentially, I even got further in the manga than I did in the. So it's the last day of the month. I should probably work on finances, but I'm waiting for my timer to go off to go get my clothes out of the dryer, and I'm kind of straightening up the room a bit in preparation for Kai to arrive. And by arrive, I mean I'm gonna go pick him up because he's having car problems. But yeah, while he's doing homework because he's got like some college work to do, I'm gonna have my computer AFK on our Minecraft world. I'm probably gonna work on a video that I plan on doing. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna probably be a big video, but it's my return of the Nintendo fan, and it's gonna be covering my Nintendo Switch games, playing Switch games in that. Playing my DS games, my other stuff in that. Also, I got new shoes. Because my other shoes are starting to rip along the seam there, and I'm just gonna start using them for, I guess, working out now in the basement. So just got in the car, so about to start it. I'm gonna head to Kai's. Probably gonna take some back ways because I don't trust driving on the interstate to get there. I gotta drive on the interstate anyways because we gotta stop in a town that the interstate goes through. But yeah, I'm gonna go get Kai now. So talk to you guys later. So I'm outside Kai's, just waiting for him to come out. Been in there for a while, but he's grabbing a charger and then he's gonna come out. So yeah. Then we're gonna return some fish that died. And that was the month of February. I hope you guys enjoyed if you made it all the way this far. I know this was a long one, but by the time it was getting to a point where I was like, I should probably cut this into 2 even though I don't wanna. I was nearly done with the month, so I just decided to just plug away and make it an hour 20. From what I'm understanding, March is going to be probably the shortest so far if you combine January's 2 parts together and that, because I had forgot to film a lot of March, but you know, I'm only human. But hope you enjoy. Until next video, I'll see you, yes you, in the future. Bye guys.